Okay. Part two, I guess. Now, to balance these, what I've done here is I've just written down all the elements that happen in the equation. So to balance, what we need to do is make sure that we have the same number of each type of atom on both sides. If you remember, these little subscripts here, this 2 here means that I have 2 iron, so Fe's iron, if you forget, it means I have 2 iron atoms in this compound. So the larger compound is Fe2O3, that's iron 3 oxide, and then H2O would be water or dihydrogen monoxide. So counting out how many we have to begin with, Fe is going to be 1. On this side, it's going to be 2. O's are going to be 3. H's are going to be 3 because this gets distributed through both of those. On this side, we've got 3 O's there, plus this O here gets you 4, and then 2 H's. So right off the bat, I see this discrepancy here. I have 2 iron and 1 iron here. I need to get another iron on the other side. So I put a 2 here. Now this 1 becomes a 2, but everything else also doubles. So this 2 gets distributed through the whole thing. So these 3 oxygen, now I have 2 of this molecule. I've got 6 oxygen, 6 hydrogen. Coming over here, now I want to get my water even. So I'm going to put my hydrogen even. So I put a 3 in front of the water. That makes the H's 6. I get 3 oxygen out of every water. So that means I've got 3 oxygen from this O3 here. I've got 3 times 1O gets me another 3. I've got a total of 6 oxygen. So the balanced reaction then would be 2 FeOH3 goes to Fe2O3 plus 3 H2Os. Coming over here for this one, we've got lead 2 nitrate going to lead oxide plus nitrous oxide and another oxygen. So the leads are 1. Oh, this is looking nice. We've got 2 N's here. We've got 1 N here. We've got 6 oxygen. We've got 1 plus 2 plus 2 oxygen, that's 5. Okay, so I need to do something to balance out let's balance out the ends first. Yeah, sure, why not? So I'll put a 2 here. When I put that 2 there, that's gonna make this balance, 2 and 2. My oxygens, now I've got 2 times 2 is 4. So 1 plus 4 plus 2 is 7. Now here's the thing. I cannot balance. I can't balance 6 and 7. Like, it's not going to happen. So what I need to do is I need to put a 2 out in front of basically double everything I already have. When I do that, so this was 1, 2, 6. It's going to become 2, 4, 12. Then this is going to be 2 lead, 4 nitrogen. So that's nice and balanced. And then I've got 2 oxygen. 4 times, that's 8. Plus 2 is 12. So that works out, right? 2 oxygen plus 4 oxygen is 10, plus another 2 is 12. And hey, I balanced it. So the balanced reaction then would be 2Pb NO3 and parentheses 2 PbO, 4 NO2 plus O2. Okay. This next one here, I've got 2 carbon, 5 hydrogen plus another hydrogen over here. Don't forget that hydrogen for a total of 6. and then 1 oxygen, 3 oxygens. And that goes to 1, 2, and 2. Okay, so I'm gonna need something to do something with the carbons right off the bat. So I'm gonna put a 2 there. And that's gonna make this a 2. And that's gonna make my oxygens now 3. Oh, that's nice. Except, I've got not enough hydrogens on this side. So I've got to multiply that by 3 as well. So that's going to make my hydrogen 6 now. But now I've got 3 oxygen and 2 oxygen. That's 5 oxygen. Okay. So then I have to add another 2 oxygen to this side. Easiest way to do that is to put a 2 out in front there. So now I've got 1 plus 4 gets me 5 oxygen. And then I've got a balanced equation, right? I've got C2H5OH plus 2O2 goes to 2 carbon monoxide plus 3 waters. Okay. For the next one, we've got, we should actually take a look at it. So we've got 1 barium and 1 barium. Oh, that's nice. 1 oxygen, 2 oxygens, 2 oxygens, 2 hydrogens. 2 oxygens, 2 hydrogens. Okay, so the balanced equation is BaO plus H2O gets you barium, parentheses, OH, and parentheses 2. That one was balanced for us. Okay. For the next one, we've got 1 calcium on each side. We've got 1 aluminum on each side. Oh, it's starting out just wonderful. 3 chlorine, 2 chlorine. Lightning couldn't strike twice with the already balanced ones, huh? So I need to get, lowest common denominator between 3 and 2. Why don't I teach math? Because I can't say denominator. Okay, so it's going to be 6, right? So I'm going to multiply this side by 3, this side by 2, and I'm going to get my CLs balanced at 6. Now I did some additional damage when I did that, right? Because now I've got 3 CAs. And 2 ALs. But to fix that problem, I can just put a 3 out in front of that CA and a 2 out in front of this AL, and now I am balanced. So the balanced equation would read 3Ca plus 2AlCl3 yields 3CaCl2 plus 2Al. Okay, moving on to number 6. I've got 2 Ns, 2 nitrogen, 4 hydrogen, and 3 oxygen. That's going to 2 nitrogen, nice. Only 2 oxygen. Oh wait, no, this isn't too shabby. And then 2 hydrogen. So I'm missing 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. I'm just gonna put a 2 there. And that's gonna become 4. And then that's gonna become 3. And it's all balanced. The balanced equation is 2NH4 NO3 yields N2O plus 2 H2O. Okay, number 7. We've got NH3 plus NO yields N2 plus H2O. So we've got 2 N's to begin with, 2 nitrogen. We've got 2 nitrogen on this side. We've got 3 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. On this side, we've got 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. So once again, to balance these two out, we're gonna have to go like a lowest common denominator. So 2NH3 would get me 6 hydrogen, and then 3H2O would get me 6 hydrogen. But I've done a lot of extra stuff with that now. So now my ends become 3 on this side because I've got 2 here and 1 here. And my oxygen on this side is also going to become 3. So now, since my oxygen's 3 here, I've got to put a 3 here to get another 2 oxygen into it. Ooh, this thing is getting ugly quick. Now, the next step is I've got a 3 there. That's going to be a 5. But I can't balance N2 and 5N. So what do? I double everything. I'm going to double it all. So I'm going to go 4NH3, 6NO, 6H2, and then the rest I'm going to pick up here. So when I do that, I get 10, 12, and 6 because I just doubled those. And then 6 times H2O is going to be 12 H's and 6 O's. And that means this has to be a 5 here. So I've got 5 times N2 is going to get me a 10. So the full balanced equation would be 4NH3 plus 6NO yields 5N2 plus 6H2O. Very last one. I've got 2 gold to begin with. I've got 1 at the end. I've got 3 gold to begin with. I've got 2 at the end. So once again, lowest common denominator between 2 and 3 is going to be 6. So I'm probably going to want to take advantage of that and get a 6 on each side for oxygen. Now that my oxygen's balanced, I'm going to distribute this 2 through the whole thing, and that would give me 4 gold. Oh, and then I just have to put a 4 in front of the AU, and I'm all done. Okay. Well, there we go. We got 2AU2 O3 yields 4AU plus 3O2. Okay. Good night.